Let's do a bit of Football Manager, won't we? So, I just came back to this game after yesterday, I guess night it is. At least for me. We won the last match, 5-0. Not bad. And Jorge says are sitting at 37 goals within one season. Apparently he scored a lot of them in the cup competition. Well, in the different cup competitions. So, yeah, quite excited with the results so far. Imburi had a straight 10 rating with 2 goals scored and 2 assists provided in the last match. I don't think there's a comment available to put that into words. So yeah, definitely happy with his performance. Next match though will be against Persipura, which is a local rival if I'm not mistaken. I might mix that up. That's none. That's PSIS. That's our cup opponent. Yeah. So we'll have a little bit of a problem, given that we play our rival in the cup final. That's really hard, and they are a bigger club. So we are the underdog. Yeah, good luck with that. In other news, nobody got injured, which is really great. I love that. And now we have a break. Let's have a look at the training schedule too. So we could include, most definitely, we could include a match review here. And maybe also some team bonding. That's not too bad. Or, I don't know, something else along the lines. But match review certainly doesn't hurt. It does give cohesion. Exactly. And team cohesion is never bad. We can also probably include another low-grade session here. Something like the community outreach, maybe. That also slightly increases team cohesion. Not sure if that's needed, though. How about a teamwork session instead? That does increase team cohesion by a lot, and we could also do with some teamwork from time to time. So that's not necessarily bad. The rest of it I will keep at the general training. I want to develop the players a little bit. So, and now we're gonna skip forward and see what's going on. Next match though is against Persipura Jayapura, which are 4th in the league right now. So, yeah, they will probably be a hard opponent. That said, there's a big gap towards the Champions League places, at least within this season. It looks like Barito Putra might just make it to remain in the league. I didn't expect that. PSIS might go down though, so that's good. There's a few trials that will finish at the 13th. So we'll have a look at these youth players prior to doing the match. And hopefully we get some development out of our own player base. Last time out that we did a lot of overall training and tactical training, it definitely worked. And he had a creative masterclass apparently. I don't know why. Oh yeah. In his case, we did try to renegotiate a deal, but he's got an optional contract extension, so we'll probably trigger the clause and that's it. I don't want to do that now though. I'll wait for the end of the loan. Or for somebody else to come along and try to buy him. he might hurt himself. So from that perspective, it's better to have the clause. If he hurts himself for 12 months, I do not want to have him, right? So let's wait until the end of the playing season. This is a dangerous opponent that will make the life very hard for us, okay? They play a controlled possession style. Yeah. Patient short build-up play. Okay. So the worst thing we can do is trigger the press on too many people. We gotta stay compact, I guess. And see if we can get a breakthrough from time to time. Or try to get some stuff done with set pieces too. That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, so I guess we've got the time, so we might as well have a look into set pieces. Because this is more or less the first team right now on the pitch. So we can adapt it according to the requirements. Alright, let's have a look at throw-ins first and foremost. I think that's the easiest one. So Utama on the left, I agree with that. Yusuf on the right. That's probably a good idea. Bossy and Kafi shouldn't take throw-ins. None of these are required to throw the ball in. But Abdullah is, if he's on the pitch. Let's prioritize this way. Abdullah might play as a defensive midfielder, so Malik or Yusuf would take priority. That's fine with me. Also, Abdullah's throw-ins are really bad. And on the left side, where's Arianto? Here. Why is he not picked? He should be the primary choice here. Well, okay, Utamas are way better. So even if Utama is on the pitch as a playmaker, I guess we can have Utama do the throw-ins. Free kicks are not picked at all for some reason. And apparently Iskander has decent free kicks. I wasn't aware. That's not bad. Okay. So yet another reason to develop this guy. A little bit at least. And afterwards it's Ferdiancia and Ramadan. Alright. So Ferdiancia in particular, well, this is direct free kicks. So we can just have him everywhere. I wasn't aware of Ramadan's either. Free kick taking 7, no long shots whatsoever, I guess. Okay. And then there's Tabuni and Isha. I will take Tabuni. Isha? Don't know. Isha plays as a striker from time to time. Obviously he can take those, but Tabuni's long shots is 6. Also, Diki Tabuni should probably, well, he's definitely destined to play killer balls. He doesn't do that yet. I'm not a big fan of the 1-2s, so we'll start with the killer balls. That was recommended by Sharon Ollett actually, off stream. So let's try to do the killer balls first and then get rid of these damn 1-2s. It's a trait that suits athletic players like him. What the hell? First of all, he's not athletic, and second of all, it doesn't make sense. Okay, that was a waste. So much for that. Tabuni is not part of a mentoring group as far as I'm aware. Simply because he has too many traits, and I don't like that, to have all of these traits on other players. Once he has a decent sample of traits though, you know, he's a playmaker type, obviously, and we have 2 playmaker types on the squad. The biggest problem is with the 1-2s. And also looks for a pass rather than attempting to score. In his case, seems fine. In some of the others' cases, maybe not. So direct free kicks with a smaller chance of a shot. We'll do the same here. I have no idea why this isn't set up. I'm quite sure that I did this at some point. Might have been at the start of the season, but there's no reason to get rid of all of it, so no idea what's going on here. Indirect wide, yeah, Iskander can take those too. Why not? Yeah, and let's have a look at the corner taking too. So Morgan Moody is not picked at all for some reason. Did we use the fullbacks exclusively for this? And if we did, why? Doesn't make sense. Morgan Moody's corner taking from the right side is definitely a good idea. Utama is also left-footed from the right side, that makes sense. Iskander, I'm not so sure about. I mean, he's not a good jumper, so he might as well take corners, so why not? Ishab will probably not take corners. Ramadan, though, as a playmaker can. And Malik also can. Cesar, nope. No, Yusuf might. Is there a left-footed guy? Yeah, Arianto here. So this is more or less what I'm willing to go with for now. Let's have a look at penalty takers too. Okay. Well, that's quality penalty taking within the squad, actually. He will not make an appearance, but if he does... Well, Hermana will not take penalties, I think. Not bad. Okay. We should also probably put Isha on that list. Just, well, his penalty taking is shit, but at least he has composure and some finish. So... maybe that's not the worst idea. Alright, I don't want to dig into the set pieces, not into all of them anyway, right now. So let's wait a bit with that. Okay, so we'll have a look at the trial lists in 2 days, and then we'll see where this goes. Most likely to a meaningless finish somewhere top half of the table, but it is an extended period of preparation for the cup final against our local rivals. So this is also the only opportunity to make it straight to the Asian Champions League this season. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? As a relegation candidate to make it to the Champions League immediately. Dream come true. And obviously I'm gonna do some transfer business too, prior to the start of the transfer window. So we're on the lookout already. For some reason half of our squad is within the top team of the week. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, there's children outside that are starting to annoy me. I'll close the window, give me a sec. So apparently Bayou has put in really great performances as an attacking midfielder. I knew. He's like in teamwork, doesn't he? No, what's selfish about him? It says fairly selfish here. There's a lack of jumping reach, obviously. He's tiny. Well, more or less. Well, doesn't matter. Alright, so
Hey,
we
yet
know that
another
this is
member
good.
for the fan club.
Are you quite sure it's not a self-help group?
Thank you very much for the follow, and welcome to the stream. Siahan. So this is the trial list. Let's go through these. At first glance, that doesn't look too bad. He marks opponents tightly, which is, with 7 points of marking and a lack of physicals, might be a bad idea. Unambitious and level-headed, so he certainly has potential. And he will be released by Arema it is. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Well, the thing is, if we change his personality, the natural fitness seems fine, right? He's not susceptible to injury at all, which is a big plus for me. His tackling's good. We play with a ball-winning midfielder. He might do as a central defender too. It's not horrible for a 19-year-old. Sure, the bravery and the composure could do with some improvement. The composure is a hard one to get, given that his decisions are already fine. All of the mentals could do with some improvement. This is somebody that we can loan out, probably. If he's signed for our club, he's either footed. The biggest problem really is the personality. But I would be okay putting him into the central defenders group or something. And as it clearly states here, this increases the chance of a player.
Hey, yet another member for the fan club.
Are you quite sure it's not a self-help group?
Why? Well, thank you very much for that one too. That's a lot of random people though following that do not seem to be in chat for some reason. Yeah. Okay, what will we do? Of course. So I think I will sign him. I'll try to sign him for cheap wages, maybe. Immediately. At the end of the contract, obviously, and I will go with a future prospect, maybe. Hell, he might accept youngster. He does. That's a shitload of money. On the other hand, that's probably appropriate. It's not that bad. A 1 year contract, though, will not do. So, what do we do? Minimum wage 60. He wouldn't accept that, that's for sure. Let's start with 140. And I think he would be an acceptable backup in the squad, so that's okay. Let's reduce the signing on fee a little bit. This I don't like at all. He can have a performance fee though. Doesn't matter. And I'll put it to a 2-year contract with extension after league games, as well as a optional extension for the club. You know, as you do. So, he doesn't care about the 2 years. He doesn't care about the extension. He wants appearance fees, he wants money basically. Just like everyone. We started with 140, I think. So let's try 150. The signing on fee he can have. Appearance fees, I'm not a big fan, but yeah, sure. Fees are still better than paying his wages. And I want that optional contract extension. He's pleased that we almost got a deal. Okay, let's gamble. So he accepts this. He wants the wage. That's most important to him. We will have the optional extension. And now we'll throw money at him for no reason whatsoever. But not in the base wage. The base wage usually is not modifiable later on. So let's throw another 50 bucks in, or maybe even 100 here. And let's give him 75 as an appearance fee here too, and put the clean sheet bonus to, you know what? We include an assist bonus and a goal bonus. Same as always. If he has an assist or he has a goal, that means he performs, so I'm okay with this. That's usually good for development too. So no problem whatsoever with that. I want the base wage to be low. That would be fantastic, in case he actually does this. And I'm not so sure about the physicals, but the natural fitness says he will probably progress somewhat. The other stuff, yeah, I'm okay with this. So let's try to get rid of money that we do not need to spend. It was a bad way to phrase it, but you know what I'm talking about. Does he care about the goal bonus at all? No, he doesn't. Does he care about the assist bonus? No, he doesn't. Which is very good, by the way. Just saved us a lot of money in case he ever scores or has an assist. Clean sheet bonus, he will care. Yeah, okay. And now we're gonna go in there and try to include... Sure. Thank you very much for being around and get the fuck lost. Alright. That's a quick way to ban somebody. Top division relegation wage drop. Yeah, this is the correct clause. And apparently he doesn't mind. So in case we get relegated, he would have a percent wage drop is not bad. Oh, it says here he trains dives into tackles right now. Is this a bad trade for him? No. Yes, this is a bad trade for him. We will cancel this. And the club, giving them away right now, will be really pissed. But dives into tackles, I do not want on a central defender, and he might play as a central defender from time to time, so this is a bad idea. Next player. So... Oh, I will have a hard time with this. He's not very skilled, but he's a perfectionist. And he comes as a central defender perfectionist, which is not bad. His, well, his height is a bit low for a central defender. So it's more likely that we will try to make a ball-winning midfielder or something out of him. But if we can get him for cheap, say 60 euros a week, that's a really good signing, given that he's a perfectionist. He has no traits whatsoever, so if we can save his personality and maybe get him to, say, 2-star potential, then he might make the odd appearance in the squad and be a really good influence on the rest. So this is not about playing him. To me, this is strictly about the personality. He's a perfectionist that is volatile, so that's bad. But overall, perfectionist is good. I really want to have that. So I'll definitely try to sign him if he's... That's not cheap. Given his level of skill, on the other hand, we can afford that. So let's start out with 75. Give him a long-term contract too. Maybe with a nice wage drop. All of this is fine. In fact, I will increase the clean sheet bonus immediately. And also include a bonus here for goals and assists. You know, Gotta be friendly. Maybe he insists on those, but he will not get those anyway. That's very reliant on performance here. So let's go with 85 instead. He can have the signing on fee, why not? That's just money that is spent. But well, usually you get that from the sell-on fees if you sell him on at all. It's basically the same as the wage. I don't know why this is separated at all. I mean, it's spread out over the duration of the contract, and the wage is spread out over the duration, so whatever. Doesn't matter much, does it? Let's not forget the optional contract extension by the club. We increased wage a little bit. Apparently, he also minds about the 25% drop clause. So, you know what? Let's include one with 5% and see if he minds. He does. So we'll go to 90. Include these clauses again. And go towards 45 here. Doesn't matter much, maybe 30 here. Still going on about all of this. The top division, well, I guess we need that wage drop too, in a way. And after you get 10 game, say after 20 games, I'm willing to pay you 100. That's nothing, basically. Oh, that's not bad, okay. Let's finalize this. I didn't expect to sign this guy, but this is strictly money spent for the personality though. So, let's try to get rid of this at first. No problem, he doesn't care. What else? Let's try to increase this. We might get relegated at some point, and at this point he might be good enough to play within our squad. So we want to keep him cheap in that situation. Relegation is a real problem. Monetarily speaking, we need to be prepared for that, and it might happen at some point. Doesn't care about the unused substitute fee for some reason. I'm not sure what happened. Did I overlook something? Might have been. So, given that he's a defender, it's very likely that he doesn't mind about these clauses at all. He doesn't. I still think paying for the appearance is okay, in a way. It hedges injury risk. But in this case, he doesn't care, does he? Ah, he does care. About 15 euros. Well, great. Exactly about 15 euros. And now we'll have a look at the last clause, I guess. This one. He minds. So the clean sheet bonus is important to him. Okay. Is there anything else that we can force upon this guy? I mean, an injury release clause or something would be an idea. But given that he's very... well, his injury susceptibility is above average. I forgot about that. Doesn't matter much though. This is still... I wouldn't say it's a steal. His skill level is very low. That said, if we play him from time to time, at least I expect him to develop somewhat. And being volatile and all, that's not good. But We stand a chance of development in somewhere. He's fairly sporting, comes deep to get ball, tries to play way out of trouble, and does not dive into tackles. My biggest problem is tries to play way out of trouble with him. Also, the attribute profile doesn't really fit the traits. I mean, he's tall enough, and to be fair, we're on the lookout for a striker, basically. Preferably a youngster that I can put into the first team that is tall. So he fits that description, but he does not fit with some of the traits and stuff. Fairly sporting and media friendly isn't great either. Hermancia's trial. Who the hell are you? He's somebody that I have no idea about. He's fairly determined, apparently. No potential in him, it says. So we'll let him leave. Hermana is an 18-year-old goalkeeper. He's not good. That's for sure. And there's barely any reason to sign him. He's a fairly consistent performer and fairly sporting, so that would be fine. Level-headed is okay too. Still not a good influence on the rest of the squad. Skill-wise, I don't see why I would sign him, so I will probably refrain from taking that chance. Susceptibility to injury is low though, so he might have some development in him. I have a hard time determining these cases. Our under-21s is more or less barren. But I'd rather sign players that have a really good potential there. He's balanced, he's not that tall. His finishing is great. We do have a bunch of shadow strikers right now though. Otherwise he would probably fit in a way. Balanced, media friendly. No susceptibility to injury, that's very low. In case he's very cheap, that could be a candidate for the under-21s. Doesn't look that impressive. He's certainly not a target forward though. This is yet another case of a midfielder. I don't know, we have enough of those, don't we? But maybe we can loan him out. Let's see how much money he wants to earn. So I expect us to be able to loan him out. If that's not the case, then we might have a problem. And what did he want? 130. So we'll start with 75. Make this a long-term contract. We are trying to earn money on this guy. We are not trying to play him in the first team necessarily. He's just there for the under-21s, which are out on loan anyway, most of them. Let's give him some whatever. I just don't want a base wage. Goal bonus is okay. Unused substitute fee we can reduce to 15, I think. And let's add another bonus here for assists. Also, where's the damn clause here? Well, he doesn't like that. So let's go with 85. We increase this one. We leave these two intact, yeah, that's okay. We do not include another bonus. Well, we could. There's no clean sheet bonus available here, it seems. I want that extension clause. And I want the wage drop. And I'll increase this to 75. Good performances translate usually to good development, so I'm okay with this. Okay, he wants 120. What did we do last time? 85. So let's go 90. Let's also go wage after 20 league games of 100. You can have that. We will include the wage drop and definitely the optional contract extension. Okay, that's close. So I think I'll stick to this. I think I'll stick to this. And increase the goal bonus and the assist bonus. I'm happy to pay this. Let's also throw another 50 euros in, because we can. Or another 100, it doesn't matter much. And hopefully he will not insist on those. Wage drops in, automatic extension is in, not to forget the optional extension by the club, that's really important. And so this is more or less a 4-year contract, 3 years, in a nutshell. And we are trying to earn money on him. Not sure if it will work, but we can certainly try. And obviously his personality needs to change a little bit. But on the other hand, if it doesn't, we just give him away. We also need to be prepared for the loss of Bayou Mbiri. That's a topic that is not very welcome right now. But I imagine Bayou Mbiri to be sold to a Premier League club, or I don't know, someone that has really good money at some point. Because Bayou Mbiri for a 17-year-old is just outstanding. And his development will come to an end at some point. It's exactly 120, great. Okay. So Bayou Mbiri's development at some point will finish. Or at least stall. Due to us playing in Indonesia. Oh yeah, that's true. So let's reduce this one. He doesn't mind. Does he mind at all? Apparently not. So let's get rid of this clause. That's money. Doesn't matter. Increase this one. Doesn't matter. Okay. Reduce these clauses a little bit. Does he insist at all? Apparently not. He's okay with all of these. So it seems like performance-based fees are not his thing. Okay, 15. That's saving loads of money in case he ever makes a breakthrough in the first team. Wow. Or whatever interpretation of loads you have. He doesn't care about these clauses, does he? No, he doesn't. So, what's left to do? He insists on that. The wage I will not touch, because he will insist on that for sure. So, the only thing we can still adapt is the top division relegation clause. And that's not bad. So, now we pay him 90 per week. There's no perspective for him to get a bigger wage. At least not without new negotiations. Widodo. I have my problems with this. First and foremost, the lack of acceleration. He's also unambitious and media friendly. That's not a great combination. And the medical report says above average. Well, let's be a bit friendly. So the acceleration is a problem. His natural fitness is fine. He might get injured from time to time though. He's 19 years old. His dribbling is a bit off. With the odd point here and there more, I would probably be interested. But it's more or less a personality that makes him fall through for me. He's also inconsistent. No, has low determination apparently. Yeah, okay. I think I will pass. Roberto Salim, deep line playmaker, unambitious. That's... Where's he from? PSIS. Okay. Well, his passing's shit for a playmaker, first and foremost. His off-the-ball movement doesn't exist. He's unambitious. I don't think so. And, well, with a great personality, I would maybe reconsider. But right now, I don't think so. And this is a casual. He's on 10 euros a week. For sure, that's probably overpaying him. So he's obviously a really bad influence on the squad. Potential to be League 2. Personality is really bad. He does play in a position and in a role that we need, though. On the other hand, his attribute profile is so bad. I'd rather not. Let's compare him for a second to Ferdiancia. Yeah, never mind. I don't know why I had a look into this. He's no good. So obviously we will not get all of these signings. Some of them might be might get a new deal with their current club. Early signs of a last resort signing. He's finished again. Can you scout him to completion, please? I don't know why this would be a last resort signing yet. Maybe I'm wrong about this. But okay. There's recommendations here, so let's have a look. Yeah, well, he's a good recommendation for sure. Matches free focuses apparently, whatever that means. The biggest problem is this price tag. I would definitely love to sign this guy. Him alongside Sakipto. Well, not alongside, but rotating between him and Sakipto would probably be really good. He has all we need. Problem is he's under contract with an extension clause. So there's no way around it. None of them are interested in transfer anyway. This is Husan Al Malik. I think I've seen this. Not a bad idea, but with the throwing and the long throws for counterattacks and stuff, I don't think so. So let's see if we can make it to the match and how it will turn out. I'm somewhat allergic today for some reason. Not sure where this is coming from. Hey, so They play well, in general. We knew that. They do not concede much, it seems. We will certainly try to change that. Romy Anga has very many progressive passes. Who's Romy Anga? Okay. His passing is absolute rubbish, but it makes sense. He has really great off-the-ball movement. Good shot. This guy is dangerous. So definitely not a bad idea to have him around. Yeah, quite clearly. He plays lots of passes, but has low assists. And he does try killer balls often though. So, not sure what's going on there. His off-the-ball movement is really bad though, so we might mark him tightly. Yeah. We're tired to mark him out of the game. Division is 17. What the fuck? Okay. They had better match momentum last time, and they are attacking very well. There's team selection advice here. I don't mind. Roger Cesar is getting praised. And we never... Existing record stands at 53. Okay. So, will we make it to the record? I don't really care much. I want to have some development from the players. And I want to make it to the cup game without anyone getting injured. So this is why there's all the ton of recovery sessions in here. All of that overall training though should help redistribute some of the points. And tactical training is mostly to fill the holes in some of the mental profiles of the players. I always feel like this is very important. If a player has a really bad stat somewhere, that's got to be filled. And in particular in the mental area. I have no idea what's going on with him. I guess I have an idea. Still. That was outstanding. Wow. Look at that work rate. Wow. Oh, it went up. Fuck yeah. Now if only his finishing would improve a little bit. We're trying to get it done. But he's a no-brainer. He runs by himself right now. And there's no reason not to play him, is there? Yes. Wow. Pace 14, acceleration 13. Still going strong. I'm not sure if he will increase these any further, but he doesn't need to. He's definitely fast enough. Yeah, and if the rest of his attributes continues to progress like this, that's just fantastic. Just imagine he had a decent long shot too. That's why I'm using this right now. Just imagine he had a decent long shot. Because for now, I think moving into channels is probably a thing for him at this point. He does not get additional tutoring, additional traits yet because he's part of a mentoring group. And to be frank, I don't think he needs traits right now. Knocking the ball past the opponent, for example, seems like something that works now and does not work in 5 years. So, not a good idea. His dribbling will not decline, his physicals will at some point. Well, the dribbling will decline too, but later. So, I'm trying to think of the whole career now. That's probably a bit much. He will be sold at some point. Most likely anyway. So, what do we do with him? Well, I don't think we need to add traits where they are not needed. He works fine so far, does he? 708. That's... In fact, that's not that good. But given the development, I don't care. They all left. And infantry develops concerns about what? He wants a new contract. Didn't we... We talked about this. He's unable to resolve this. Alright. So, we'll discuss this and he will not get a new contract. Because I do not agree with this. In fact, I want him to leave. So if he's unhappy, sure. Great. Thank you very much for not making a fuss. Today, anyway. This, the old development, might be. In any case, I'm happy with Ferdiancia too. Perfect morale. No use praising him. This acceleration and pace, this is the level that I'm targeting. So, say 13 points, that's fine on a winger. Moody? Oh. Oh! Well, look at that. What happened here? We get some stamina. Some pace. Okay, I don't expect much, but sure. We'll take that. Why not? There's no potential in him, apparently. Well, anyway, off-the-ball movement 10 is fine. Let's have a look at inverted winger here for him. Might just be a redistribution of attribute points overall. Yeah, well, no significant change, and he more or less declined a little bit. But it does not seem like... As an inverted winger, he declined after we signed him. But it does not seem like he declines much as an inverted winger in general. To me, it seems more or less like he might lose attribute points in the other areas, for example, bravery and stuff. So if we play him as an inverted winger, that's not too bad. Let's have a look at the rest of the training. Tiki Tabuni is trying to play killer balls more often now. That's fine. He also needs positioning. Apparently. Halim's training is great. How's his mood? Superb. So we'll praise his training, I think. That's an easy one. Sure. Simon Owen did not progress much. Arianto did not progress much either. But his training rating is fantastic. So I'll praise him for that. He's not in perfect morale yet. 7.8 rating last time out. 2 out of 2 tackles, not sure if we can praise that. We can. And at 100% it feels like they will never object. At least I didn't witness that yet. That this might happen. Also Crypto. Exceptional morale. I would like to skip the training, preferably. If I can. 8 out of 10 headers, he played as a ball-winning midfielder though. Don't want to press the defensive performance too much. So, I guess we still go with praising the training. No development so far though. Ramadan. Well, training performance has been fine. He didn't play, did he? No, he didn't play. But the training performance is good, so I'm okay with this. Iskander. Great training. He's not in perfect morale yet. I was hoping for him to develop somewhat. He didn't anymore. Jorge Cesar. Decision making went up a little bit. If he's not in perfect morale, he is in perfect morale. No use touching him. Sultan Zico. He came back from injury. Morale is superb. He scored last time out. Yeah, I agree with this. I think endurance makes sense for him. So let's praise him. Alright. And hopes are he gets some stamina back. I do not expect much though. He's too old. At the age of 28. Maulana Sulaiman. I did not expect a good performance by him. Let's have a look. So that's one of the youngsters. Didn't play a single match. To be fair, work rate went up a lot. These are key stats for him, so that's not bad. I would love him to compensate for the lack of other stuff though, in particular off the ball movement, dribbling and so on. But if he continues to train like this, maybe he stands a chance. Which brings me to Abidin. The training rating is fine. More or less. I'm okay with this. I'm not okay with the lack of development though. There's none here. Not this month anyway. I would love to include this guy on a permanent basis in the squad. But as long as Ferdiancia is available and runs down that wing, he will have a hard time getting into it. To be fair, he's 16. So let him have some time. Arianto, on the other hand, is 19 years old at this point, so he might as well perform a little bit. No long throws whatsoever. I don't know, his training rating didn't get much better. It feels like he might have reached his peak for the age right now. And that's a bit of a problem. I was hoping for him to develop a little bit more. It's not horrible though. Off the ball movement is, well, it came from 2 and now it's sitting at 4 alongside dribbling. So I wouldn't say I want to complain about his development, but it's not fantastic. Let's not do this. So let's not be too negative about him. Samantri, there's some development in him. Not fantastic, but this is how we work with players that we might sell on later on. This all seems okay. So, no big steps so far. It's a Marty trains well. For some reason. Maybe we should give him a match at some point. Oh, Wahab's one-on-ones went a little bit up. Not bad. The rest of them barely worth mentioning. He's actually in decline, seems. Same with Putra, Ozzy, Gareth. Most of these youngsters don't play much, so it makes sense. Oh, where was I? Romana. That's somewhat okay-ish. I don't know why he trains on support duty though. Might have set that up myself. Celestio didn't develop at all. Isha, well, Isha, for somebody in the first team, that's one of the worst performances overall. And in his case, I don't see much of a future for the 16-year-old right now, but whatever. Maybe he does develop a little bit. So, this will be a hard match. Alright, let's get some fresh air into this room, and afterwards we'll go to the match. See you in a second. Alright, let's go to the match. First of all, we have to determine if there's players that want to can play in the under 21s. So how is that? Well, I'm comfortable with the setup more or less. Did Malik train well? He did this time. His morale though is questionable to me. Probably still a better idea than Yusuf, isn't he? On the other hand, this guy belongs to us. Malik doesn't. Malik will not come over. He's way too expensive too. So I think I'll pass on Malik for now. And for the rest of them, they can probably play in the under 21s, yes. In fact, most of them that need sharpness could. So we'll play them for, say, 45 minutes. If they need match sharpness. So, these. None of these are selected for the under 18s, so this is good. At least it doesn't show here. And I'll make these available for 45 minutes for the next match. So everybody can play, not a problem. So that the sharpness doesn't drop too much. Yeah, okay. So we would pay him 90 per week, and he would actually be willing to come over. Let's have a look at him again. His finishing is great. I do not see him as a striker. To me, this is a shadow striker type. He's obviously ways away from Mbiri and some of the others, but on the other hand, we're talking an 18-year-old, and we might be able to loan him out. So let's see where this is going. And we get him below the expected wage. Also, apparently he's a consistent performer for some reason. So we'll accept this. And we will sign him from Barito Putra. Transfer will go through in July. So that's not far out. We have a similar thing with Ahmad Akbar. He's a perfectionist. We just signed him for the personality. And hopes are that he develops a lot due to being a perfectionist. If he doesn't, then we spend small-scale money. So that doesn't matter much to me. Currently, we also need a new follower goal. Doesn't make much sense, but you know, why not? Yay. So let's do that. To be fair, most of the followers of this channel are bots, or I don't know, people trying to sell digital art. So if you are not, and you watch this later on, you are quite an exclusive bunch, because you're actually interested in this content, which is fine with me. Very happy to have you. Alright. Isha on the bench. Given the performances last time out, it makes sense. Yancia didn't do well though, so maybe rotate Isha in. On the other hand, as long as we play him like this, and as long as he progresses like this, I mean, who the hell cares? And Isha is a really good option on the bench. He can play at least in these 3 positions, so why not? Moody for Zico. Zico scored last time out. And I expect this match to be much tougher. Is he... Hopefully he doesn't injure himself. There's reason to play Moody over Zico. On the other hand, I don't know. He's been made available for the under 21s. You know what? I'll play Moody for Zico. Yes, I'll do that. Just because Moody is more or less match fit. And I think Zico should be eased into it. I don't want him to be injured again. So from that perspective, maybe that's a good idea. Emphasis on maybe. There's no debate about Tabuni and Sukipto. I always have my doubts about Arianto. That's at least since we are within this season. 6.45 average rating. Since we bought him. His development was great back in the day. That's why we bought him at all. And then, you know, then he declined. And now there's nothing to be done with him. He's a 19-year-old though. Let's give him that one. Okay, he's certain he can improve. I'm certain he didn't so far. And he's more or less doing football for incapable people already. So, I don't know. Maybe he needs additional pace or something to compensate. We'll find out at some point. We will do not much other than setting up position instructions, I think. Alright. So he plays no through balls and cuts outside from both wings. Okay. Good dribbler. Good off the ball movement. Good finisher. No bravery. Or not much. I have a hard time determining what to do with him. Plays no through balls. Well, he will probably dribble with the ball instead. So let's try to show him onto the weaker foot, but if the ball reaches Pradana, we're probably done already. Romianga moves into channels. With 15 points of off the ball movement, tight marking will not happen. We do need to trigger the press on him. And he has great first touch, tries first time shots, has good finishing. If he gets to the ball, he will score. That's really dangerous. Which is why this is a dangerous opponent at all. Yeah, tight marking will not work. He knocks the ball past the opponent though, so closing him down might be a good idea. Maybe we can get to the ball once he tries that. That said, he's friggin' fast. Really great acceleration. Left-footed on the left wing. Crossing is okay, passing is okay. If we show him to the inside a little bit, he will need to rely on passing and vision, and his vision isn't great. So definitely show him to the weaker foot. Risky. Yeah, I recall that name, sadly. He gets forward whenever possible, plays 1-2s, dictates tempo, looks for pass rather than attempting to score. Kind of an aggressive playmakerish type. The thing is, he's not the better one of the two. This one's the better one of the two. So in his case, though, it's really easy. We need to mark him tightly. It says here we should press him. Well, both. We should mark him tightly to make sure that he doesn't get to the ball. But if he does, we should also press him. And it seems like we can hurt him. His bravery is really low, his dribbling is really low, strength is okay-ish. But this guy needs to be taken out. Yeah, and also show him to the weaker foot, because why not? I don't know, it's probably not much needed. Ritsky. So in Ritsky's case, his off-the-ball movement is better than Indra's. Yeah, it is. So that's why I wouldn't want to mark him tightly. Also, he has some strength and some jumping reach, and he might be able to outmuscle the odd person. But closing him down is probably not bad. His bravery is low. So I don't know, the dribbling is too high for that though. I don't want to give away too many fouls. Yudi Lubis. Dribbling's bad. He's friggin' fast though. Closing him down and probably taking him off the pitch. No thank. And with that crossing, well, he's right-footed, so let's show him to the inside too. And hope that we can make sure he relies on his passing and vision. That's 2 times now that we show people to the inside, right? Yeah. So I guess we try to show everyone to the inside. I'm not sure if we want to trap them inside from a tactical perspective though. This guy has problems with pace. The left defender. So he's faced with Moody. Mentals are great though, overall. Gotta give him that. Dribbling's a bit off. Not sure what to do with him. His passing and his vision are fine. Closing him down would be a good idea. He's expensive, but he brings quality to the team. No doubt about that. Preferably though, well, we would prefer if he did not play any passes. We could definitely live with him playing passes. So that's a case of no tight mark. Let him pass. The other one here, closing down will not help much. I'm not sure. Aksa, yeah, he can play passes too. In particular, he plays short, simple passes and stays back at all times. He has low dribbling and bravery though. So his composure is bad too. We're trying to trigger the press on him and tackle him hard. Win the ball from the central defender if we can get that done. Then there's Kafa. It seems like he might be on support duty. He gets forward whenever possible, knocks the ball past the opponent and refrains from taking long shots. I don't care about the long shots. I care about gets forward whenever possible and knocks ball past the opponent. He has the pace and the acceleration. He also has a risky trait and no dribbling, low bravery. That's... maybe we can press him. And take him out from time to time. That's a lot of hard tackling here, but whatever. And we know jack shit about the goalkeeper. Other than he tries to rush out from time to time, and his handling doesn't seem too great. Alright, let's do this. Given that we won 5-0 last time out, this match will probably not go as well. But let's try. It's a home game. Okay. Some of them seem to be inspired at least. That's not bad. The overall mood doesn't specifically say we are complacent or something. I don't see any signs of that. So we'll tell them that they should make a difference and that's it. Yes, definitely. How important have Fakri's performances been? Well, apparently a lot. He's also friggin' fast. And nobody else can offer his pace, that's it. It's a very tough match. It's a home game though, so maybe we stand a chance. What I'm looking for. Well, if we defeat them, we will still not get to the Champions League spot. If we get defeated, that's not good for morale, obviously. We need to keep morale up. In a 4-4-2, I would normally prefer going through the middle. That was close from being one back in Ritsky's place. Alright, first foul of the game. That seems to have been well defended. Lubis again. Prudyansa wins the ball from Lubis. Skips past most of them. Nice pass towards Jorge Cesar. There's no offside if he gives it to Moody. Perfect counter-attack from the get-go. 1 minute into the match. What a breakthrough. Didn't seem like much. Jorge Cesar is not a good runner. He drew everyone away from Moody though, and he just put it past the post. Fantastic. I love it. Indra, Ritsky, Cipriano. That might have taken some of the morale out of them. Oh. Prudyansa's free kick. Second goal of the season. 4 minutes into the match. Oh, most of the doubts have been settled. What the hell? It was a decent free kick and not so decent goalkeeping. It wasn't even that well placed. They will have fun now. Nice. So nice. We are their kryptonite, aren't we? Well, not yet. But apparently going all the way through the middle seems to work here. And I will not touch anything for now. Let's not try to improve what works. Halim's long ball, that will not work. That though. Kafa's long ball towards Fakri. Fakri is damn fast. And he's closed down. Didn't work this time. Racharo is followed around. Not bad. So this is why Fakri is really threatening. He might make his road inwards anyway. And he appears there within a very short time frame. So that's dangerous, obviously. Good save by Owen. There was a good header, and there was a slight mismatch there. I think it was Arianto. Biri, not bad. Halim, Dabuni, Sukipto, towards Jorge Cesar. No assist provided. Oh, Jorge Cesar. Well, Ferdianza could have had an assist here if Jorge Cesar had scored. He didn't though. Expected goals performance says we're fine. Jorge Cesar might win this header. No, he doesn't. Anga's in midfield here. That's not a bad ball for Pradana. And the shot is blocked by Halim, I think. Let's go with praising them. Should be fine. Lubis takes the corner. Halim well defended so far. What's Pradana doing? Lubis again. Intercepted by Abdullah and a long ball towards Mbiri. That doesn't run for the duel. Why? Owen with a short kick? Playing out if defense is on, that makes sense. Oh, it says roll it out. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Maybe we want to change some things though. So, these central defenders, he has jumping reach 6 and his jumping reach is 14. Nah, I think it's okay. We could try to hit Jorge Cesar again with the long kicks. But given how we did on the counter-attack so far, maybe we're fine. That's dangerous. It's really dangerous. And we concede. Andika Pradana. So much for patient and stuff. Indra's pass was wonderful and Pradana is one to run into these spaces. Goes past Halim and that's a great finish too. Gotta give him that. They make it look easy. So let's have a look at those again. That was Indra's pass. Indra is the one with 17 vision and 12 points of passing. The tight marking didn't work. And Pradana... yeah. With that acceleration and pace, we will have a hard time marking him. So we have a problem there. We can argue that the long kicks are better suited to be distributed towards target man immediately. Sounds like activism a little bit to me though. So not sure if this is worth the change. Yeah, well, the patient passing works overall. I'm okay with this. Or I should be. In this case though, well intercepted by Jorge Cesar. That's great. Mbiri. Oh. We did concede. I don't like that. Against this team, though. Not that bad, isn't it? Moody does not find Roger Cesar this time. Ferdiancia takes the foul. I'm okay with this. Let's praise him again. We are still in front. Apparently that works for most of them, with the exception of Tabuni, who does not seem to care. Well defended. Tabuni picks up the ball. That's perfect setup for a counter-attack usually. Or it should be. Ferdiancia, Imbiri. Can he cross the ball? Tabuni. Oh, come on, Tabuni. It was so close. Oh. So close. So, the chances created on the counter-attack are definitely threatening. Tabuni again. Not bad. Roger Cesar. Oh. No pace on the header. Get your head behind the ball, not under it. That seems dangerous. Owen, Tabuni, Ferdiancia. That is dangerous too. He skips past the midfield. Imbiri. Roger Cesar. Or Moody. And this guy misses the header. After blocking the ball. But no mistakes. Well, it didn't come to any additional mistakes after him missing that header. Sadly, we could have stood a third goal. And the quality for our chances is great. So it feels like, well done, Imbiri. Well done. Didn't retain possession though. Arianto, Imbiri again. Will he find a passing option? Yes. Moody. He didn't go for Tabuni. Arianto though. He goes for Tabuni. Roger Cesar. Tsukipto. Tabuni again. That might be offside or it might not be. I'm not so sure. It was offside. Okay. Overall, I'm okay with the performance. That's fine. They do create a lot of threatening chances. And 4 of these shots that the opponent took. Well, one of them was the goal conceded after a counter-attack. That's always dangerous and we were already trying to compensate for this. And the other chances were low-grade chances. I don't think it's worth much the effort to speak of them. Oh. None was able to control the ball. Arianto wins the header. Imbiri finds Roger Cesar again. Tsukipto. Tsukipto's pass this time, no offside. Ferdiancia, Roger Cesar, and he puts the ball past the goal. I expected a third. Our counter-attacks are definitely... they are not clinical enough, but they are really threatening. So the tactic works. I'm just not sure if we will pull off the result. That's great. That's not that pacey, but Ferdiancia is, so maybe... Come on, go for it. Don't dribble. There's a cross. Moody. Ha! Their keeper certainly has a good day. Despite conceding 2 goals. 6.7 rating, it says. Well, I don't agree. He could have conceded more. Moody with the corner. Will Tabuni win this duel? Yes, he does. Finds Halim. That's not a very creative option. Back to Tabuni. All the way back to Tsukipto. And that's not bad. We'll take that throw. Why not? Alright. Seems like it works so far. For a game that's more or less about nothing but 3 points, that we don't care much about anymore. It might have to do with the end result financially, but otherwise we don't care much about the result of this match. Other than nobody getting injured, maybe. It seems like they certainly put a lot of effort into this, so I like that. Arianto's long ball is an interesting idea. Jorge Cesar decided it's not for him to run towards that ball though, for some reason. Charo, that's damn dangerous. That's exactly the way we... Wow. That's exactly the way we conceded the last one. And I don't know what to do about this, other than maybe drop deep. But we already dropped deeper a little bit. So we can drop really deep maybe. That would give him some space in midfield though. I don't like that. They push forward really high. Is this offside? Should be offside, but apparently it isn't. Well, there it is. We conceded the second goal. So maybe drop a little bit deeper. On the other hand, if we drop even deeper, we do not press much. So I don't like that. We'll leave it as it is. Well, I was hoping for way more. We were so good, we had so many chances. Could have scored 4 without a problem. And now this. Ibiri's tackle is nice. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Moody, Arianto again. Halim is not a good passing option in this situation. Why would you do that? What's he doing there anyway? Abdullah tries to go for Jorge Cesar. Flick on from Moody. And he just takes the shot and we take the corner. This is a home game. This will matter for a minute or two. I will demand more. And that seems to work in Moody's case, in Arianto's case, and in Sukipto's case, which is good. So let's see. Moody takes the corner, Jorge Cesar, and yet another one that is put past the goal frame. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe we should train his heading. But he's got like 10 points or something. He will not change much. Their outstanding physical attributes give them what they have right now. No, I will go with I don't like what I saw. And I will tell those. We have higher standards here. The higher standard includes not having a rating that isn't green. With the rest of them I'm more or less okay, but let's give them some motivation. I want them to burn through whatever energy is left in them. Give it their all. Halim, Tabuni, Biri, Sukipto, Moody. That's not the killer ball I was looking for so far. Well, he certainly tried. Overall, this is still a decent result, but this is damn risky. Okay. It was offside, alright. I'll encourage the team now, hopefully that works. Yeah, seems to. Most of them are fired up already, so maybe that's needed. Moody Arianto dribbles a little bit, that's a cross. And a header by Mbiri. Well, Mbiri goal with a header, that would certainly be news. I'm not sure who to sub off here, Mbiri or Jorge Cesar. But they didn't substitute anyone yet. Let's wait. Not much going on here. Let's encourage the team again. Maybe there's some changes. So Kipto's on a 6.3 rating. Don't tell me this is yet another counter-attack. Come on, mow him down. Him too. Arianto's a bit out of position here. That's an easy save for Owen. Alright. It's Mbiri that needs to be subbed off. And Halim's tired too. So we will do it like this. We will have infantry for Halim, and we will have Isha for Mbiri. That shouldn't be much of a problem to both of them. And maybe one of the two can provide. Mbiri for the Ansia, one of the last scenes on the pitch for both of them, I guess. Jorge Cesar. Moody. Moody. Oh. Deflects off the defender. Well, Moody. It's not like I'm unhappy with your performance so far. It's just that it could be so much better. Ritsky, did they sub anyone? They didn't substitute anyone yet. In minute 72. Ritsky's passing is fantastic, so this is kind of the correct direction for him, and that should be offside. It isn't though, apparently. So we got lucky again. Jorge Cesar's tired now. Now there was a change. They subbed 3 people. Alright. First I want to look at this scene, and if it comes to a close. Isha's header, not bad. The corner? It's a corner. It is a corner. Moody. Jorge Cesar with a header, it's over again. Alright. So, 2 things to do. First of all, Zico comes for Jorge Cesar. Don't worry, we will do it like this. Now you can worry about him being absolutely unable to play there, so we will put Zico out here, and Moody in the center. He's somewhat fast, so maybe he stands a chance there, and Zico's position is definitely out here. Then we will have a look at their position instructions, so Amir is new. Let's see. Amir is a left-footed guy with low bravery, comes deep to get ball, so he's the playing forward in this situation, most likely. The low bravery, I think I'm willing to challenge at dribbling 8 and strength 7. We have 13 minutes in this match, so might as well hurt him now. Saputra, low dribbling, low strength, bravery is okay-ish. His passing and vision are somewhat fine. In comparison to Ritsky. Yeah, they took off their best asset, I think. Off the ball movements are really bad. I think we will still go with tight marking here. On him. So not much of a change. He's jovial. I would want to hurt him, but his bravery is good enough that it will not matter much. And then there's this guy. Tries first time shots, blah blah. What's using weaker foot? Okay, this is perfect, so let's show him to the weaker foot instead. He is considered to be a fullback. It certainly shows. And he does not seem very dangerous to me. Crossing 6, passing 6. I don't think we need to mark him specifically or avoid marking him. Sure, of course we cannot give a team torque, because why could we? So now Zico's on the pitch and Moody's in attacking midfield, in the center of it. For the Yancia with yet another free kick. That's not for Tabuni. Pradana's damn fast. Got lucky here. Tabuni. Arianto's cross. Interesting. Didn't work out though. Oh, that did work out though. That was a long shot by Ferdiancia. And Abdullah has a really bad performance. One of their players got a yellow. Who was it? Saputra. It's a ball-winning... It's the ball-winning midfielder. They play with a ball-winning midfielder and a box-to-box right now. So... Ritsky is the one that pushes forward, isn't he? Yeah. He's the one that pushes forward, whilst the other, yeah, ball-winning midfielder fits. It's also the one with the yellow card, so not that bad. Tabuni nearly lost the ball there. Sukipto, is this offside? Verdiancia? It is not offside. Nothing comes of it though. Sukipto, Abdullah. Abdullah's cross from deep is a questionable decision. Raharjo. Amir Fakri. Yeah, would you please follow? Thank you very much. This Raharjo person doesn't seem that dangerous. That's clearly not offside. Well blocked. I stand by the assessment, we got lucky. In the end. Sure, we had more chances, so in a way it was also unlucky. But given the quality of some of their chances, it seems like a fair result so far. Now we just gotta hold on to it. With whatever we have left. Could somebody close this guy down? So much for holding on to it, right? 7 minutes left. They came back from... I'll try to fire them up and they probably won't care. That defensive performance by Abdullah. Another thing. We go attacking now, same formation. Same concept basically, just doing the attacking stuff and whatever that was. Raharjo. Infantry's header is fine, Tabuni's ball is also fine. And they are getting a free kick due to an offside situation. We had the game in our hands and we lost it. I have no idea what, well, I have an idea how that happened. With bad defending. Throughout basically the entire defensive line. Isha wins the header. Tabuni wins that ball, that's all fine. Tabuni's long ball again. Sukipto, that's not bad. Tabuni, Brilliancia. Sukipto. Tabuni, not bad. And another header by Isha. It's offside again. I really thought we would win this game after the 2 goals. Seems like I was absurdly wrong about that. No, I'm not sure what I should have changed. Well, that pass was bad, that's for sure. Abdullah wins the header at least. Zico for Tabuni. Tabuni's long ball is a good idea. That's a really good idea, by the way. And that shot is bad. Man, Isha, you could have made the day. Harianto with a long lob, that's offside, isn't it? Brilliancia, it's a corner. Is there anything that will happen? Moody will take the corner. So if he finds Isha's head, we're okay. If he doesn't, well, in that case, that's it. Finds Isha's head and it's over. Well, we're not okay. So disregard that previous statement. I don't know how we did that. We were so bad at scoring. We did the first 2 and afterwards lots of chances created and nothing came of it. So I guess the argument goes we should have scored a 3rd at least, maybe a 4th. I'm not sure if this is about the tactic. I'm not delighted with the performance though. Well, what am I? Disappointed? I'm really not happy. We should have won that match according to the numbers. Yeah, that's about how I feel. Yeah, and they should go out there and do better next time. This will not do, man. Not as in particular, not as a leader. This was absolute rubbish by all of them. I'll include Moody, as well as Infantry and Isha. Not good. Not good at all. Next match is against Makassar. So maybe we'll play a few of the youth players there. Not sure. We did set up the task in the right manner though. Whatever. Was a late goal deserved? I don't think so. Well. Your team failed to see out of game from a winning position. Yeah, that's true. I would be, if not for the points being meaningless anyway right now. So I'm trying to talk this down right now. But I mean, even with these points, we wouldn't stand a chance to get within the range of Madura United. So that's not a big thing. The big thing is it's a negative impact on morale. PSM Makassar, well, I expect us to win this, but what do I know? And it's blatantly obvious that we have problems in defense. It's about Abdullah. I'm sure he'll be fine at some point. He's bound till 33 now. Like we extended his contract previously. Maybe shouldn't have done that. On the other hand, he's not horrible. His performances are, well, I'm confused. He made 5 appearances? That doesn't make sense. He played way more. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, within the league. He played a lot in the cup. So, it is true. Well, in any case, I think we will play him from time to time in the future. And let's just give him another season and see. And if somebody comes along and wants to buy him, sure, his wage is not that low for the level of play he offers. On the other hand, let him have 20 matches or something. And then we'll have a look at it. So that's okay. We'll be patient about things. Let's not rush stuff all the time. Team cohesion is very high, by the way, which I like. So I wouldn't want to bring in too many players. Maybe some surgical improvements, I guess. I'm always hoping for mentoring to be more of a progress than it is. That's a long-term thing after all. Risky Purnomo was removed from the shortlist. Are we interested in him? He's not that bad, but let's have a scouting report on him again. 85 euros, yeah, we can afford that. And then we'll see, hopefully. In particular, I want a comparison with our current goalkeepers. How's club finances, by the way? Still getting a profit. I think the first league will probably, by itself, will probably be enough to solve most of the monetary issues at this point. Because what's with the cup final, by the way? Cup final nets 69k for the loser and 115 for the winner. Also, well, the winner gets more than 115k because he qualifies for the Asian Champions League. So, and that's definitely a plus on the monetary side. That said, for the group stage, yes. So the 69k, we got that granted, right? That means this will more or less disappear, not in entirety, but approximately we will get rid of this with, including the gate receipts and stuff, we will probably get rid of this. And this loan will probably be resolved too, given that we earn another 350k for remaining in the league. In other words, money's alright right now, more or less. It doesn't show yet, but it's more or less alright. So we can offer some small-scale money to some players, pay some fees, you know, as long as it's not that much money. I also wanna focus a little bit on earning additional income in the future. So maybe we should have a look at the loanees now. Unsure is one that might come back. We didn't decide on that yet. That first and foremost has to do with the fact that he has an extension clause, and well, nobody cared so far. So we might keep him, we might renegotiate his deal, but he wanted too much money last time we tried. Rinaldi is wanted by somebody for some reason, by 11 clubs, probably as a free transfer though. Junaidi, nobody cares. He is out on loan for a shit ton of money, at least according to his skill level. And I have no problem with that. I would be perfectly fine extending this. In fact, let's offer that. And if they pay another 1,000 for him, no problem. Because his development so far on loan, apparently he made 40 appearances, we just don't know the form. Where does he play? Junaidi. That's a non-league team. So this is why there's no development. On the other hand, that's not an asset to sell yet, is it? But, so there's a few options here. We loan him out for another season, get another 12k. If we can get the same amount of money for him. 12k is fine. I'm okay with that. Or we sell him. If they offer us more than 24k, I guess. He's open to being sold. Let's try this. And we will also at the same time... No, we cannot extend the loan, it seems. So we're trying to sell him. Why not? If he earns his money, why not? Rinaldi is a driven center back that dives into tackles. I would want to get rid of him anyway. Okay. That's not fantastic, but it works for me. His contract runs out. People want to buy him. For free, I guess, at the end of the contract. Yeah, sure. I'm willing to offer him out. No problem. They will probably not pay for him, though. But maybe we can include a, I don't know, 10% sell-on fee or something, some small scale stuff. 500 euros, whatever. Toto Cartono is, well, I like the traits, and overall, I don't think he's as bad as it looks at first glance. There's stuff that's concerning, though. And he's 20 years old at this point. He is loaned out and earns his money, so no doubt about that. He has yet another year in him. So, given that he's bound to the club for another year, I'll try to get some money for him. Don't think it will happen, though. Kurnyavan, good development option too, maybe. We barely paid anything for him. He earns us a lot of money so far. So if anyone comes and wants to offer for him, that's okay. Otherwise, we just loan him out again and hopefully for another 1,000. But at least they can take the wages. I think that should be possible. And Charilicia Putra, that's not that bad actually. The long throws don't matter though. So he still has contract. He's way off first team level apparently. I more or less agree with this. On the other hand, positioning went up, concentration is a little bit higher. You know, sometimes accidents happen. In this case though, well, in this case, accidental good development might happen. I still think I would be willing to part with him though. So let's offer him out to clubs and see what happens. And this guy? Yeah, I want to get rid of him, I think. He was really cheap and he earns his money, so whatever. How long is his contract runs out anyway? So let's see if anyone comes in with an offer. And if it does, we'll find out what to do with them. I'll go around the corner for a second though. BRB. Alright, we got a few more minutes. Not sure if we'll make it to the next match. But, let's have a look at this at least. So, no offer for Trinity, no offer for Rinaldi. Yeah, not good. Nobody wants Artono. They decline, they all decline. Karif has been called up for the under-19s. Seriously? Okay. Well, have fun with that. And now we have a full scouting report for a very cautiously playing team with a Catenaccio style. Alright. In a 4-4-2 that is. This poacher doesn't look that bad. Yeah, not playing forward, obviously. Okay, cool. Come to think of it, we should probably adapt our tactics too. We need a secondary tactic at some point, and maybe even with another formation. I don't know. It's not so much about the formation to me, though. I'm more reluctant going into yet another season with... Oh, I wasn't aware. The hell? How did he manage to get that? Was he like this all the time? Okay. Well, we could have used him as a playmaker. That would be a waste of his physicals, though. I mean, it's certainly a possibility. Waste of his finishing. Imbiri as a roaming playmaker? Let's not reinvent the wheel, will we? Tabuni in attacking midfield instead. Then he can keep his 1-2s. He's bad at this though. So, no, we'll not do that. Okay. Yeah, but I'm starting to think maybe I want to come up with changes for the tactic. Not this one. This one is more or less fine. But the other two, I think I want to redo those. And I don't think I want to do this within 10 or 15 minutes in this episode. So given that a barbecue is waiting for me, I think it's probably best if we wrap up this episode now. And, well, the next regular stream should be on Friday. So, most likely it will be then that we will see each other again. So we had one match today and we lost that one. On the other hand, maybe that's just how it is sometimes, and that's okay. So it was fun streaming, and I hope to see you all again soon. Have a nice day. Bye.